Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now.
Yeah, I could use a dream or a genie or a wish to go back to a place much simpler than this. Cause after all the partying and smashing and crashing, and all the glitz and the glam and the fashion, and all the pandemonium and all the madness, there comes a time where you fade to the blackness. And when you're staring at that phone in your lap, and you hoping but them people never call you back. But that's just how the story unfolds. You get another hand soon after you.
Welcome to another episode of 876 How This Stays, and we are here with Matthew Bancroft on the cutting board. All right, let's welcome him. Okay, sir, thanks for coming.
Yeah, man.
All right, so it's a warm day here in Kingston again. You know, Kingston evolved them heat. All right, so can you tell our Instagrammers a little about yourself?
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Matthew Bancroft, 22-year-old chef here at the Jamaica Pegasus, as well as a student at the Hart College of Hospitality Services, pursuing my level 1 in the CIA Pro Chef. Just some small stuff. As I said, student at the Hart College of Hospitality Services, done at least 3 programs there.
Okay.
The hospitality operations, commis chef, chef de partie, also a certified assessor through the Gomex Training Institute, chef here at the Pegasus in the Blue in the restaurant, represented the Pegasus at the Taste of Jamaica competition, also represented Jamaica at the Taste of the Caribbean competition in the capacity of a junior chef. And that's basically it so far on my journey.
All right, very good. All right, stay tuned. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and to our Instagram page at 876 How This Stays and to our YouTube. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back to 876 How This Stays. We're on the cutting board with Matthew Bancroft of the Pegasus Hotel. So, what has it been like as a chef?
The first word to describe it, busy, especially being at a hotel. Every day is busy. You come here thinking, oh, I'm going to have a slow day, but that changes. I wouldn't trade it for anything else in the world though. It's my dream, doing what I love.
Okay, why did you become a chef?
I'm going to be totally honest with you. It was one day, I can't forget the day. Rain was falling, I was home, I was like about 8. So, you know, 8-year-olds love to run up and down, but I couldn't go outside, rain was falling. I was watching TV and I saw Ramsey, you know, making fire.
Oh, Chef Ramsey?
Yeah, flambéing in the pot. I said, hey, I said to daddy, say, you know, someone do that. But you know, 8-year-old, why not take you serious, you know?
I did everything.
Why not take you serious,
Right.
man? So, I was going through in time, I started to cook more at home after
Really?
seeing that.
What used to cook?
Stew chicken, the basics. Everybody started out with that, man. Majority of them can tell us that them started out cooking. Never say it tastes good.
I'm know egg and bread and something.
No, they don't try big, but it never come out good because the stew chicken didn't have much flavor. And
The feather was
you know,
before?
no,
The chicken.
the greatest thing, no. But I didn't know chicken should have been fall off the bone either. It was that overcooked. So I'm gonna say, alright, here we go. We just stick to peeling onions and them things there. So I started home economics in high school.
Okay, that's good.
That's where I started to propel.
Which high school did you go to?
The Glenmuir High School located in Maple and Clarendon.
You can't know the ones who go traditional high school. So the
Yeah, man.
last chef kind of done me, so I'm going to traditional high school. That's why I didn't get to do homemade. But I think it's back, I was old school, so the teachers didn't see homemade as a male subject. I'm glad at Glenmuir.
One person said it's so true because in high school, there may be like 3 males.
Right.
But in culinary school,
Right.
there may be like 5 females in my class.
It's
So
a reverse.
I don't understand if they're saying home ec is a traditionally
Right.
girl stuff. When they go into culinary school, there's a lot of males in the class.
You don't know.
But yeah. So I'm doing that and it started propelling me. So when I got to about 5th form and you know, career choices, I say, hey, what are you going to do? So well, it's either 2 options. I really like computers, like technology.
Okay.
So I was saying if it's either video game development,
Okay.
so I'd go back to 6th form, then go to UE, and I was looking at the Art Institute in Houston to do video game development.
Ah.
Or the second option was just don't go to sixth form and go straight to art after fifth form.
Save
And
money.
you see which one I lean to. So to be honest, my dad was the only one who kind of supported it because he did research and he
Right.
understood what a chef can make, what are the
Right.
opportunities of getting into hospitality. So he said, hey, do your thing, but just don't stop. So I'm sorry, thanks for that, because everybody thought, based on my grades from CXC, results from CXC, they said, all right, I'll go back to sixth form and probably I'll go UE.
And you know, Jamaica stigma with heart and non-traditional.
They just have it say if you don't go to UE, you
Yeah,
take,
yeah,
that's it.
they're
And
about-
we need to break out of that.
We need to.
We need to break out of that because not to toot the trust own horn, but I don't think the quality of training you get at heart, especially the one at attend Runaway Bay, you can get that anywhere else.
And that's
The
true.
accessibility to goods I got there. I only saw the stuff on TV.
Wow.
When I went into the lab and I literally held some of them, I'm saying, yo, this must be on Food Network, you know. I'm saying, all right, I get to cook with this. Yeah, you spoil it a couple of times. That's a part of the process.
All right. Well, we'll be coming back. We'll speak more with Mr. Matthew Bancroft from the Pegasus. Come back to A76 How This Tastes, and we're here speaking with Matthew Bancroft, a chef here at the Pegasus. And, sir, what I wanted to explain to us is your daily life. So, you, you wake up to bedtime. What's the daily life of a chef?
All right,
What is
well,
it like?
I can speak for myself as someone who is working and in school.
Right.
My day starts at 7. I get up, I have a daily bird that sends to my email. You know, so I read that, say my Bible verse for the day, quick prayer. So I touch the books for like an hour.
Okay.
If there's any errands around the house to do, I do that.
Okay.
So my shift, that's the greatest thing about my boss too. He structures my work around school, not the other way around. So regardless of the operations here, if he knows it's going to be a busy day for school, maybe 4 days in advance he message me or call me into his office. Matthew, we have this to do, how you can deal with it. So I'm saying, all right boss, either I can just don't go school and catch up or I go school and come down.
Okay.
So that's the one thing I love about this property. So my shift is 3 to 11.
Okay, 3 p.m.
Yeah.
So between 7 and 3, you're doing studying and housework and personal stuff.
Yeah, them usual stuff there. But majority is centered around studying.
Right.
So I try to get here for like 1:32. Reason being, is an a la carte restaurant, our menu is large.
Right.
So when I just got here, the first thing I did was study the menu.
Right.
So the time when I'll be at home too, I wouldn't be studying the book, I'll study the menu because
Right.
you have to know what is there.
Right.
So I get here, the first thing I do check how much reservations you have. That gives you an understanding of what you expect.
Right.
It can help you, it cannot, but it's still good to make us know, say,
How
all
the
right,
person
yeah.
is coming.
And another thing I ask for too, do they have a pre-menu? Because a lot of reservations, they'll get a menu or the copy of it, and they'll make an order. So that
They
again
know-
need to tell me
right.
how much you need to have this, that. So I'm going to the kitchen now, check through all fridges. So that's minimum 8 fridges. And our cage, dry goods and produce. Look, because that's where studying the menu comes into play. So I know what we need to prep. So make a list, give it to my sous chef and say, hey, I need this ordered. She get it ordered for me, so I have that. So the next phase is how I do it. You look on your meats, then you look on your vegetables, you look on your starches, and then everything else falls into play. All the other sauces, all the other garnishes, salads, those type of stuff. So I'd go up to the butcher shop, they're chatting with the butcher, collect, come down and we just start cooking.
Okay.
So we'll start the prepping, start cooking our sauces, start cutting our onions, getting all aromatics ready, all necessary items for all the salads, all of that. Any mashes that need to be made, any rices, any little stuff like that.
Okay, wow, that's a busy day. And that ends at 11.
Yeah, so our restaurant operates from 6 to 10:30,
Right.
but in the region of 5 to 6, we have a chef who works 9 to 5. They will do the lunch and lunch a la carte, but after 5 they're gone.
Right.
So at 5 o'clock though, we have a 24/7 room service, so we'll have those orders. The pool bar is open at 5, so we'll have orders from them. The blend bar opens at 5.
What's up in bar?
Is
Oh,
the bar in the lobby.
Ah.
So in the region of 5 to 6, that's the tedious time for us. We're there trying to do any fine-tune prepping as well as doing orders. So the thing that we instill in our restaurant, guys, we try to do everything before 5 o'clock. Anything left at 5 is something that can be done during service, but still it would make life easier for us if we have it done. So that's a mindset we instill for all of us here in the restaurant. So we'll get that done 6 o'clock where they're going through. Ticket comes up, our sous chef picks it off, read the order to us, and when they're getting it done and plating up, just like on TV, you have somebody shouting at you, and you have to remember. Yeah, man, just like on TV.
Like Chef Ramsay?
No, not so hectic.
Not
but he's saying ordering this, that,
right.
get it done.
It's a fast pace.
Yeah, plating up, and if after a while he's not seeing it, him say, yo, where's this? Start banging on the table, where that? I need to send it out. So, TV, it captures some of it, but it don't capture the behind the scenes of gathering this, going from here with your because some shows, like even on the cruise ships, you have a trolley going from there, transporting this, letting off that there. That's what I go through on a daily basis.
You mentioned sous chef and executive chef. What is can you give us a ranking?
Alright, so we'll start from the lowest, traditionally going up. Modern day, they'll break off, and I'll get to that as we go. So at the base, you have a cook.
What do you do, boil eggs?
The small stuff, a cook would mainly start out at prepping. Just like in home, you just peel onions, that's what you do. Peel onions, carrots, you maybe cut them, but you just wrap them and put them down.
Okay.
Then you'll have a commis chef.
As training, or is just like
it varies. Okay. It varies. Some cooks will have training, some will just be the basics. Right? But the commis chef where we get to know, that's where I am ranked here at the property. You do a lot of the cooking. So sauces, rice, all them stuff. That's you. Then you have the chef de partie. Your cooking life now is at a minimal and is more supervisor work. Then you have the sous chef. Now the sous chef, you are heavily. You're the second in command to the exec, you know.
Okay.
So anything that the exec can't do, that's where you come into play now. So the ordering, maybe assisting in rostering of the staff.
It's more administrative than cooking.
Yes. Writing up of menus, cost control, assistance, all them stuff. And then you have the exec now, the big kahuna in the kitchen. He's the leader of the kitchen, the steer of the ship. So once again, shift creating, menu creation. Not saying that's all they do at the daytime, because as the exec, if you see a shortfall in the kitchen, you know, my boss, he'll come out of the office, because right now he's out of the office and he's there cooking in the kitchen. I know that for a fact. Some properties you'll break off, you have a chef de cuisine, executive sous chef, junior sous chef. Like a junior sous chef would be just above a chef de partie, but below a sous chef.
So it depends on the organization.
Depends on the organization, but basic French kitchen brigade, cook, commis, chef de partie, sous chef, and executive chef.
All right. So your inspiration, where does that come from? Who is your inspiration? What is your inspiration? What inspires you?
There is so much, so much, because you know the saying it takes a village to raise a child. I am a true experience of that. I'm going to start from high school, where I had Mrs. Gardner and Miss Dawkins, my two.
High school teachers?
Yeah, my two Glenmuir teachers. They saw what I had, because funny enough, you know, in home ec class, you're supposed to have an apron and just a hat.
Right.
I said to my teacher, you know, so I'm not wearing the apron and hat. So what you mean? First practical a chef jacket me come to school, you know. Chef jacket and chef hat. So I was the only one. So initially me stand out. You're supposed to walk with just a small basket with the stuff. I said, I walk with a duffel bag filled with stuff, because I probably want to carry more. And them say, all right, we'll see you. So when they had some other function at school, they would call me and say, yo, we have some little cooking to go and come over. So I say, all right, cool. Going to Hart now at culinary school, you had Miss Davis and Miss Pinnock. They two taught me. Mr. Lindsay, now he taught me in school as well as outside, because going to Taste of Jamaica as well, he made so much free time, because he saw the drive in me, and he helped put some drive in me, as well as discipline as well. Say, all right, hey, you need to do some more reading outside of school, you need to know more than what the teachers teach you, and then it transitions into when I go to competitions. Now, after leaving Hart, well, full time, only there part time now, I'm here at the Pegasus. Now, I started with Chef Cole, Chef Patrice Malcolm, Chef Richard Pinnock, Chef Michael Thomas, as well as my supervisor and also Chef Nicole Stennett. Nicole Stennett is one who has been around me heavily because we work on the same shift. So as well as managing a kitchen, managing my emotions as well, he teaches me a lot of that. Teaches me what to think about when you're prepping, what is more important.
Right.
Chef Richard Pinnock teaches me on how you can save on stuff. Same for Chef Malcolm. She teaches me some fine dining. And then I have Michael Thomas now, he's a butcher. So all my butchery techniques, he'll show me. Our former pastry chef, Chef Lincoln Peterkin. I can't begin to say, when Chef Cole isn't here, or any one of them isn't here, and he's here at the nights, a lot of the times, I'll say to him, say, boy, I want this dish work for them. Say, all right, come in. And working on that dish. So outside of work now and back into school,
Right.
two guys I saw when I was doing my hospitality operations, they're doing their Pro Chef Level 3. Chef Alex the Great and Chef Volley Williams. They were there doing their Pro Chef Level 3. As well as my teacher was there doing their Level 3 with them. And I saw them and I said, yo, you know, that level there, Anna, I want to get there.
Right.
Chef Brian Lumley, having won Chef of the Year at Taste of Jamaica. Oh, Nicole Stennett is the current champion for Chef of the Year.
Right.
So Brian Lumley, seeing him win Taste of Jamaica as well as go to Taste of the Caribbean and win the Chef of the Year, that inspired me and say, hey, I need to do that.
Right.
Been competing since I was like 17. Haven't won junior Chef of the Year. The closest I've come second by a point multiple times. I've come third. I just look and say, all right, I'm too old for junior chef now, so I'm hoping to take the next step into Chef of the Year.
Right.
My goal is to win Chef of the Year and also go to Taste of the Caribbean. Not only win Chef of the Year at Taste of the Caribbean, but I want to bring back a gold medal for the national team.
Wow.
Because I think that would bring so much joy to the country and say, hey, we go to Taste of the Caribbean and we won not only Chef of the Year gold, but also the national team gold. So those are some of the few who helped me and helped build who I am today.
Wow, that's inspiring. What would you say to your childhood self? If you could speak to as a child, if you could speak to yourself as a child, what would you say to yourself?
Don't get sidetracked. It might seem fuzzy in the start because there's no support, and that's not your fault. It's a lack of understanding of the world of a chef. Because when I told people I wanted to be a chef, it get me emotional remembering it. They say, hey, no man, no bright boy gonna do chef, and people that a lot of subjects don't gonna do it. So I'm saying, wow, I don't really look upon it.
Right.
But the few that were around me, they helped move the fog from my eyes, wipe the tears out of my eyes, and say, hey, go through. So I was to my younger self, said, don't be derailed, don't lose focus. If you could see what's at the end of the tunnel, you just continue. That's the main thing I would say to myself. Don't give up.
Don't give up. And that's something, you know, young people need to understand and need to tell themselves.
Yeah, man, because as you get a little blockage, you think, say, oh no, this is it.
This is it.
And funny enough, you don't think that blockage is just a hurdle to propel you to the next step.
Right.
Because you need stress so you can be able to appreciate other things and know how to deal with the stress you're handling before.
What would you say to a hard trainee now in one of our maybe watching this program, and they are where you were, or even at the start of their journey, and maybe they feel restless or they feel like they can't make it? What would you say to that trainee right now?
I would say to them, you need to do more work than what is given to you in classes. And why I say this, when I was doing my commis chef, I was actually behind by a semester through a bit of circumstances at home. So I said, all right, they still accepted me because my grades were good in hospital operations. So they said, all right, they feel I can do it. So in that one semester, I had to be doing classes with commis chef. I had to be catching up some units with food and beverage. I had to be catching up other units with our front office group. So it was a lot of work. So, and then I took the kitchen serious. So outside of what my teacher taught me in class, the professional cooking and professional chef books, those are my best friends. The next thing you need to do is, as I said before, don't give up. Because if you ever know what's at the end of the tunnel, you'll continue. Yes, it might seem dark. It is so much easier said than done. But it can be done. I'm a living proof of it can be done. Hard work will pay off. Try to network as well. Don't just lock up in the dorm. You know, try and don't just go auditorium. On the weekends, and this was it, when I come out, that's why I get to see the pro chef level 1 guys and the level 2. They have the classes on Saturdays. I get to see the national team training over there some Saturdays and Sundays. You don't get that by just locking up in the dorm, locking up in the auditorium. You have to go out there. You have to be involved in school. Not only the culinary club at the institution. I was part of the environmental club because my friends can tell you, if you're traveling in a vehicle with me, you can't throw nothing outside of the window. I have bags all over the car, throw rubbish in. Culinary club to bolster my talent, understand more about food. The events planning committee. Every Jamaican kid is supposed to love parties, social events, all of that. And that's basically what I would have to say to any trainee there at Runaway Bay right now.
Thank you. What do you think is next in food? What's next?
2 things I noticed. The healthy eating and the use of other machinery in kitchen. Now, I'll start with the healthy eating. I've seen it a lot when diners come out. They ask, our menu will say a black rice risotto. But they'll say, no, chef, can I just get this type of vegetables, or can I get an alternative to rice? Maybe I want some potatoes. And then they'll say, can the method of cooking of the potatoes, can you boil it, no salt, no butter, no dairy? So it's something I noticed.
Right.
Persons are leaning more towards a vegetarian eating, more plant-based eating. Because I guess the stuff with meat, a lot of research is being done, a lot of findings. So it's understandable.
Less meat, more vegan.
Yeah. So as I said, we have to make even a section on our menu, a vegan corner. There's an assortment of stuff. We have a vegetarian bake that has oats, raisins, pumpkin, potatoes. We do a rasta pasta. We also offer gnocchis, type of dumpling.
Yeah.
And when I say now use of different machinery, rather than just cooking in a pot, persons are using an air fryer. So instead of cooking in oil with the frying, they fry it using the air frying machine. Persons are using sous vide. Now what a sous vide does, it's a machine. You know, you have to vacuum seal your product, immerse it in water, and you set a timer as well as a temperature gauge on the machine.
So it's like steamed?
No, it's not steamed, it's vacuum cooked underwater. So you want to say boiling or poach, but it's just hot water it's being cooked in. Now what's the advantage of it? If you set it to cook an item to 145 degrees, you could go to Mobe and come back. The item will never pass 145 degrees and it's perfectly cooked. So it helps us that if we want to have something that takes long and cooks overnight, you can leave it to cook overnight. Mentioning the air fryer before, yeah, those are some of the 2 stuff that stand out right now.
Wow. Do you have a favorite dish or signature?
Yeah, man, from culinary school come up, if we're doing our practical or anything, all my friends can tell us, say, yo, Matthew going to do a ceviche. A ceviche, that Peruvian dish. So I do it with a Caribbean Jamaican twist. So base ingredients, acid, usually in the form of citrus, and fresh seafood. So how I do it, I involve some Scotch bonnet pepper. The acid, I'll involve some of our own orange juice. The red onions traditionally, and normal seafood, maybe even a splash of vinegar, maybe some white wine vinegar, just to speed up the process. But ceviche is something I look forward to doing, is my go-to dish. No man, is a I don't want to say raw seafood, but ceviche is when seafood item is cooked by the acid.
Like shrimp.
Yes.
And it's in a like I think I had it at the place we were talking about this morning.
Yes, yes.
And they do it with plant that they do the plantain, but they'll do like a peeler. So the plantain comes curled up and they fry it and serve it with it. So I thought it was raw.
It's cooked by acid, so no heat.
It's delicious though.
Yeah, man.
It's delicious.
So that's
shrimp was in it.
The funniest thing about it, you know, I'm allergic. So.
Okay, but your favorite dish to make is a shellfish dish?
It's heavily
So what's your
shellfish
favorite
based.
dish to eat?
Anything chicken based. Preferably something herby and has a cream sauce to it as well. Because traditionally chicken pairs well with white wine, herbs. No Alfredo's, no. So
Okay.
maybe just a roast chicken with a cream sauce accompany it.
Alright, let's go on to that. Let's go on to that boat. That boat feels like my boat. What is the Alfredo thing?
I mean, everybody, you go out, everybody wants to order an Alfredo and a daiquiri. I want to say.
What have I told me this before? Don't get me all excited. What is it with the Alfredo?
I really don't know. And then funny enough, you know, it's a Western Alfredo we do, you know. Because traditional Alfredo, all it is just butter and the Parmesan cheese. People out here, you know, they want to put broccoli and this and that. Yes, I understand it looks good, but
Right.
you know, we're talking about tradition. You know, heavy cream and this, that. But
But that comes to one of the questions, the change in Jamaica's menu. Why there's a shift? What is bringing about that shift? As I said, people don't want the rice and peas, they want the mashed potato. What is bringing about that shift now? It's like Alfredo.
yeah, the internet and TikTok.
And pasta.
Yeah, man.
Almost every menu now has mostly pasta dishes. What is bringing about that change?
What?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I think it's the influence of the internet. Seeing everybody vlog about this pasta that, not knowing say, hey, it's a heavily North American base we're seeing. We can't use that to judge our culture. Why we don't embrace some of our cooking techniques, some of our ingredients, some of our foods? No, you want to go out to there, order chicken pasta, order shrimp pasta, have it with a strawberry daiquiri. That's what everybody does nowadays. I'm sorry if that's what you do, but that's what everybody does.
I love a restaurant. I know. But because that's what's on the menu, you can't really blame the customer now.
True, because it's what the customer wants.
But then the customer should be the one who's demanding what the restaurant should be sold. I don't know which one comes first, the demand or the supply. I don't know. But that's what restaurants are offering now. It's all pasta based. Alright, so I don't know. Thank you. Alright, so what I want to know from you, to talk to you about now, is the current change in the Jamaican menu, and you were just saying to me that is because of internet, and you know, but then is it that restaurants are telling people what to eat, or which comes first? The demand from the customer or the influence from the restaurant?
It's the demand from the customer, because it doesn't make sense you're cooking something and nobody wants it. And then it's a side on the restaurant again that, hey, you need to push out the person that say, yo, this is good as well. Pasta isn't the only menu option at a restaurant. I mean, when I go out, which is very rare, you know, being a chef, we're mostly at work, and even if I have a vibe to go out, I'll change my mind and cook at home. The same type of stuff. So I'll be there and I'm saying, yo, something, a seared pork chop, a chicken breast, a piece of flank steak, a roulade, a ballotine, something like that. That's what I look forward to. Even something like a ballotine, which is a leg and thigh, deboned, and then it is rolled with the meat of the breast, usually grounded with other spices, herbs, maybe raisins, stuff like that. That's what I go out for. Once again, I said internet based is what persons are seeing, because you can't blame them at the end of the day, you know. When you're scrolling on Instagram, seeing everybody taking a picture of a pasta dish, everybody taking a picture of this. But if we're seeing everybody taking a picture of some local food, they don't have other persons going up, some rundown, man, some ackee and saltfish.
Offer that? I mean, everybody offers ackee and saltfish, but like the real Jamaican food.
I know why I have an issue with it. It is sad, but I don't think we embrace our culture enough.
In the food?
Yeah, we don't. We don't offer that much Jamaican food per se. You know, when I go into competitions, when I go into competitions, my coaches will tell me, say, yo, don't come not with jackfruit and jerk this, jerk that. So it forced us to go deep. And I never know, so I could have used Neesberry maker sauce. We didn't know that beetroot can do something else other than sauce. You can use it to crust this. You can pickle the beetroot, stuff like that. Chef Kyle Campbell, one of the lecturers at UTech, he is one of those who force us to say, yo, we need to do something apart from jackfruit, apart from beetroot. Do something else. What you can do with sugar cane.
Yeah.
Nobody never try something with guinea.
There needs to be more research in food. I don't know about chef, but do you have like scientists, like researchers who research food idea? Do you have that
Heston Blumenthal, he's a chef at the Fat Duck restaurant. He looks on food not as food, but as solid, liquid and gas. So he'll do research on the food.
Right. I think, yeah.
I don't want to say we need a chef out here, we need a culinary engineer out here. We need somebody who say, all right, we're going to lead out the driving force and look on this.
Right.
Look on food and like this. Like, also eat the apple. When you say when you're trying to make a sauce with it, it gets too watery. All right, what else we can do with it? You know, stuff like that, man.
Right.
Is that
To look at
we're
the
lacking?
food, like the science behind the food.
Look at science behind. Don't just look at food and say, hey, I eat apple every day. Okay, what else can we do with June plum? Chef Marco, we have a good June plum chutney on the menu some of the times. We have a jackfruit escovitch. So the escovitch, you know, usual pimento, scotchbonnet, all that, with Julian jackfruit influence and infusing it as well. Stuff like that, man.
But you know, Chef Dimitri at Coded.
Yeah, man. Rivaldo.
He does, yes. He does a jackfruit barbecue pigtail I had recently. It was really good. Amazing.
You know,
the jackfruit with the barbecue, barbecue pigtail. That is signature actually. It was really good. So he's using unconventional things.
and that's how it should be. I wish more restaurants would take that approach rather than just looking at Italian cookbook and say, all right, yeah, this is what we're doing. You know, you go to the athletes in Tokyo now, they have to be eating Japanese food. Yes, you maybe get some Jamaican food, but it's heavily Japanese food. Out here now, we're not doing that. Everybody wants to do an Italian restaurant, an Indian restaurant. Yes, we're out of many one culture, I understand that. But why we don't have more Jamaican restaurants? Why you don't come?
They migrate and
you know, you don't have to be in the same form too, you know. That's why I want person to think.
They can tweak it.
You can have an oxtail en cru.
Right.
You know? En cru is traditionally French, translates in pastry. Some person will say it translates to in puff pastry. It's here or there.
Right.
It actually means in pastry. You know, you cook the oxtail, get it off the bone.
In a pastry
So, no man, pastry dough.
Pastry
So you roll out the dough and we can fill it with oxtail. So yes, you still get a traditional Jamaican food with a twist.
But the closest thing I've seen at Traxton Records, they do like a oxtail mac and cheese. So at the bottom there's oxtail.
And that's all I'm asking.
I found it to be cute. It was, you know, it's different.
I've seen an oxtail cannelloni, and I'm saying cannelloni is a pasta again, where it is stuffed with the oxtail.
Oh, like the pasta itself?
The pasta is large enough, and it can be stuffed in it. You know, stuff like that, man. Make stuff different, man. Not just, yes, we're traditionally jerk chicken, jerk pork, ackee and saltfish. We can do ackee and saltfish spring roll. You know, some little stuff like that, man. Change it up. Make it more interesting to the modern diners.
Right.
You know, make them want to say, hey, what is this? I need to try that. Not just make them want to try, oh, let me see how their shrimp pasta tastes.
Wow, Chef Bancroft, he has a lot to say and wise words. You know, lastly, what do you want to say to Instagrammers out there? You know, they're dining this summer. Someone is here, we don't know if the country will be locked down August 1st. Please don't lock it down.
I want to be outside. So
I beg you, bro God. Don't lock it down yet. We're getting immunized one by one. What do you say to our Instagrammers out there dining this summer?
Alright. Try to be the change and shift in our dining culture. Not just go out and vlog pastas. Try other items on the menus, please. Try try a pork dish, try a chicken dish, try another shrimp dish, try another fish dish. Taste the vegan items.
Right.
Explore. A restaurant isn't limited to shrimp Alfredo, chicken Alfredo, and strawberry daiquiris. It is not limited to that. They have other drink. Ask a bartender what other drink they have. You know, you know how good it would be to ask a bartender, hey, what drink you like to make? And they tell us, all right, make that for me.
What's up?
You know, like a Long Island. Ask for something like that. Because a lot of times when I go to ask for Long Island, a lot of times, my bartender friend Gossett, my bartender friend Dwayne, I'll ask him, say, what do you like for make? And they tell me, say, all right, make one of that, no? Something like that, man.
But
be the
also,
shift.
Some of these bartenders, I always encourage them to post, you know, make stuff and post on Instagram, because we are living in an age where consumers are looking at Instagram before they dine. So because they always see the strawberry daiquiri and the Bob Marleys and when they go, that's what because sometimes I don't know what something is, the name doesn't ring a bell. I always ask what that is, but some people are not so bold and a bit shy, feel like, you know, they don't know say, oh, I want a strawberry daiquiri. Because in their head, they know what it looks like. So maybe the bartenders also, they, put out their stuff on Instagram and then people see and label it and say, okay, this is a whatever. So when we come, we know what to order.
Yeah, I say it to the guys in my restaurant as well. Say, hey, you see, if we have a slow night, let's take a lot of pictures.
Right.
So them call me Nick Photoworks because
I believe in the pictures.
yeah, man. When it's slow, like my talk really really slow, like maybe like a $20 for the night. I say, all right, yo, you see, if you do that, do it, clean it up, and make me snap a photo of you in it. So not only you're putting it on your platform, we get to showcase what you offer at the hotel here, what you get at the restaurant, what the talent the guys have. So it's not every day we can do it because we're in such a busy industry. It's not all the time when they're cooking and we say, oh, let me just take a photo of this. It's not like that, so it's a 50-50. Right. Yes, the change has to start with us as well, showcasing we don't only do pastas. Right. Not badgering persons who, if you like a pasta, because I have friends who love pastas, but they don't love Alfredos. Right. They'll try something tomato based. Right. They'll try a carbonara. Right. They'll try a puttanesca, something like that. Different. Something different. Not pasta isn't just limited to Alfredo, everyone. It's not just limited to Alfredos.
All right, thank you, Chef Matthew Bancroft at the Pegasus Hotel. This has been 876 How This Tastes at the cutting board. Today we had a lovely time with the chef, and I learned a lot today. It's a teacher this man. I'm going to be the chef engineer. I said it first. All right, thank you, and see you in the next episode.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now, wish right now.